guys, welcome to the fourth episode of Unified Power Format, and in this episode we are going to discuss UPF and HDL simulation, UPF function, its category and syntax, UPF supply query functions, supply net and data type in HDL, switching activity interchange format abbreviated as SAVE, system Verilog package for UPF, and VHDL package for UPF. So without any further delay, let's begin. UPF and HDL simulation. So in this slide, we will discuss how in a live actual design, any change in the power or ground voltage value automatically taken care by UPF during both design as well as verification stage. So this is our supply port UPF, which has two parts. First, supply state, second part, voltage value. Now the supply state has off state or on state and full state or partial state. So these are the two states. So any supply port of UPF will consist of all these attributes. The voltage value and full or partial state of a supply net are valid only when its on or off state is asserted. Every time the state or the voltage value of the power or ground nets changes, the power of the corresponding design element is evaluated. Okay, so guys, we are done with this slides. Let's move on. Now let's look at what happens in a design which has two or more power domains which may be turned on sequentially during power up sequence. If both power and ground supply nets are on, the design element instances connected to the given supply pair are turned on. If power or ground supply net is off, the power to the design element instances is turned off. In turned off state, every sequential element and every signal driven from within the power down element is called corrupted, because this block is totally off. So any signal going out is unacceptable. Events that were scheduled before the power was turned off and whose target is inside a power down instance shall have no effect. So suppose if there is a block which we have just powered down and some time ago we have started a vector from outside which will operate in time t equal to after the power down sequence, so that will have no effect. So we are done with this slide. Let's move on. In system Verilog or VHDL, there are three major type of UPF functions which are used to play with any of the power or ground pad or pins of a chip. And here we go. So this is our UPF function. It can be supply on, supply off, or supply partially on. Okay, these are the three types. Now let's go into the detail of each of these functions one by one. First, start with the system Verilog. A UPF package, supply package, shall provide the following functions. First, this is a function. Then the supply on, its return type is bit, and the arguments are pad name and value, which are string and real as their type. The next is supply off. It has the pad name as the argument, return type is bit, and supply partially on is pad name and value are the two arguments and its return type is bit. Let's look at the VHDL part. A UPF supply package shall provide the following functions. Function, then supply on, then the arguments are pad name, then string, then value is real, and return type is boolean. Function is supply of pad name, string, then return type is boolean. The next is supply partially on pad name, then the next argument is real and its return type is boolean. So we have seen all these functions, UPF functions, that are very much coherent with the system Verilog and VHDL functions, so that they can operate hand in hand. So that's all for this slide. Let's move on to the next one. Now let us dive into the verification side of the UPF. In this slide, we will see what are the UPF functions that can do a query to a design. So these are the UPF query functions. The first one is get supply value. It will get the supply value as the name suggests. The next one is get supply voltage. As the name suggests, it will get the supply voltage. The next one is get supply on state. Okay, so it will check the on state. And the final one is get supply state. So it will get the supply state. So these are the UPF query functions which are needed in the verification side. So we are done with this slide. Let's move on to the next one. Supply net data types in HDL. In this slide, we will cover the data structures in both VHDL and system Verilog that makes room for the UPF supply nets, so that the transition from UPF to the Verilog or system Verilog is a smooth one. So begin with the system Verilog. Type def, structure, then pat. Okay, then we have int voltage and bit state, and then we close it. It has the name supply net type. So it's a data structure that we know well. It is well known to us, and the struct keyword is used for defining a structure. So here it is for the system Verilog. Now let's look into the VHDL. Type supply net type is record, voltage numeric bit signed, and then we have the bus width, and it gives voltage in microvolt. The next one is state. There is a bit vector, and the bus size is there next to it, that is 31 down to 0, and it gives the net state, and we end it with the end record. Then subtype is net state is bit vector 1 down to 0, the defined state bits. So these are the supply net data types in HDL. So these are used coherently with the UPF. Okay, so we are done with this particular slide. So let's move on. Supply netting UPF. Let us do a touch base of the UPF supply net command here again, which we have talked in episode 2. The create supply net command provides an option that specifies the type of the resolution to be used by the supply net. The following resolution methods shall be provided. Unresolved, the supply net may be connected to a single output. One hot, multiple outputs may be connected to the supply net. At most, one of the outputs may be on at any particular time. So this acts like a multiplexer. Parallel, multiple outputs may be connected to the supply net. We are done with this slide. Let's move on. Safe. Power switching vectors are very important in the sense that they define the power up or power down sequence. This switching activity must be coherent between the UPF and the HDL, such as Verilog or VHDL. Hence, the safe has come into the picture. Let us understand this in this slide. So let me bring my mouse pointer here. We'll define this thing by text descriptions, but simulator is able to generate the safe, and we can use to backport that again in power analysis. SAFE stands for Switching Activity Interchange Format. It is designed to assess the extraction and storing of the switching activity information generated by EDA tools. A SAFE file containing switching activity information can be generated using a HDL simulator. This switching activity can be back annotated into the power analysis or optimization tool. So this is the overview of the SAFE. So let's move on to the next slide. System Verilog package for UPF. In the upcoming slides, we will take the tour of the UPF packages existing in the VHDL and System Verilog. In previous slides, we have theoretically covered them, and now we will see them in terms of the actual code. So let's begin our journey. First, we start with the System Verilog package. Start with the keyword package UPF. Next, we have the type def struct, okay, a structure definition, int, and then voltage, and then bit, state. So then we have supply net type, okay. Then we have the type definition of enumerated data type, that is net state is off, on, partial on, okay. This is SB syntax. And then we have our function supply on, in the pad name and the value as the argument. And the next is the supply off, and the argument is pad name. In both cases, the return type is bit. The next one is supply partial on, pad name, and then value. Supply net type, get supply value, and then name string. So let's move on to the next one. Then we have the real get supply voltage, and we have supply net type argument, okay. Then the next one is get supply on state, okay. If you remember, we have covered all these things in the all previous slides. Okay? Now we are seeing them in terms of the code. The next one is the get supply state, then supply net type argument, and here we end the package UPF. So this is the package in System Verilog that corresponds with the UPF. This must be there, otherwise the two things cannot interact. Two things means the System Verilog and the UPF. Here we are with the VHDL package for the UPF. UPF supply net, okay. The following type defines the UPF supply net logic type for VHDL. Type, supply net type is record, and then we have voltage IEEE numeric bit signed, then we have the bus size is 31 down to 0. State is again the IEEE numeric bit signed 31 down to 0 is the bus size, and we end record here. So we are done with this one. Let's move on to the next slide. VHDL package. Library IEEE, we all know that that is used in VHDL. Use IEEE standard logic 1164.all. Also, this is a very common thing that when we write VHDL code. Use IEEE.numeric_bit.all is the next standard package that we have to use. And then we write the package UPF is type, supply net type is record, and then we write voltage, the numeric bit, and the type is signed, and the bus size is 31 down to 0, and the voltage in microvolt is the unit. So state is again the bit vector, that is 31 down to 0, and type is a net state. And we end here the record, okay. Then subtype net state is off, on, and the partial on. Function supply on, pad name is string, and then value is real. Return type is boolean. Function supply off, pad name is string, return type is boolean. We are done with this slide, so let's move on. Function, then supply partial on. So although it's a new slide, but it's a continuation of the previous thing that we are discussing, okay. So this is a function supply partial on, pad name is string, value is real, return type is boolean. Function get supply value, and then pad name is string, and return is supply net type. Function get supply voltage, Value is supply net type. Return is real. The next one is function get supply on state. Value supply net type. Return is boolean. Function get supply on state. Value is supply net type. The next we have the return type is bit. Then again we define the next function. Function get supply state. Value is supply net type. And the return is net state. Here end package UPF. So the whole package ends here. Okay. So the whole thing is written in multiple blocks and 2 pages, but it is in the single file when you see in actual. You're done with this slide. Let's move on. Thank you guys for watching up to this point. Please like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to comment whatever you like. And in case you have some dislike, put that in comments. Okay. Thank you guys. Bye.